nations. And at the center of that storm stands the unbroken spirit of Biafra, crying out for freedom from a nightmare that has consumed millions. It began with the rivers of blood in 1966. Thousands of Biafran men, women and children, professionals, traders, students and families who had built lives across the Federation became targets in the northern city, fueled by ethnic hatred and religious hostility. Mobs descended upon innocent civilians. They were slaughtered in their homes, in crowded markets, and aboard trains carrying desperate families back to the east. Streets were littered with bodies, rivers choked with corpses. Survivors returned to the east carrying trauma, grief, and the painful realization that they were no longer wanted in the Nigerian Union. Biafra, Biafra, voice of truth and freedom. Biafra, Biafra, the rising sun will rise again. Then came May 30th, 1967. A desperate act of survival. What followed were 30 months of unimaginable devastation. The Nigerian military, armed and backed by foreign powers, including Britain, Russia and Egypt, surrounded the young republic. A total blockade was imposed. No food, no medicine, no escape. Starvation became a weapon of war. 5 million, mostly civilians, many of them children, perished during what was not just a conflict but genocide against Biafra. Bombs fell on markets, hospitals and villages. Communities were razed. The world watched in silence while famine hollowed the faces of innocent children. Some nations spoke out, but many turned away. The war officially ended in paper in 1970 under the declaration, no victor, no vanquished. Yet for Biafrans, the suffering did not end. Their properties were confiscated, careers destroyed. Biafrans were given only £20 regardless of how much they had. Entire families struggled to rebuild shattered lives. The promise of reintegration faded into disappointment. Marginalization deepened in Nigerian government appointments. Infrastructure and control of resources from Biafran land. Oil flowing from the Biafra land enriched the center, while much of the east remained neglected. Roads deteriorated, industries collapsed. Biafra, Biafra, voice of truth and freedom. The rising sun will rise again. The nightmare did not disappear, rather it evolved. Across Nigeria today, violence and insecurity continue to devastate communities. Armed attacks by Fulani herdsmen, terrorists have left villages destroyed, farmers killed, women violated, children orphaned and churches burned. Boko Haram and its offshoots have unleashed terror across multiple regions in the southeast. Demands for Biafra and self-determination are often met with military crackdowns, arrests and bloodshed. Protesters have been killed, fear and tension continue to rise. These tragedies reflect the deadly consequences of forcing vastly different peoples into one political structure. Through the 1914 British amalgamation, distinct ethnic nations, religion, traditions, ideologies, and systems of governance were merged without consent and without a shared national vision. The North feudal and religious conservatism can never blend with the South's entrepreneurial drive. And the East Republican individualism attempts to hold the Union together continue to be at the cost of innocent blood. Why does Biafra matter?
Biafra means self-determination.
Biafra represents dignity, survival, and the rights of a people to life and choose their future. Biafra symbolizes resistance, innovation, enterprise, and hope. The vision is of a nation with secure borders, focused development, protection of its citizens, and economic engagement with the world, a future free from oppression, fear, and perpetual conflict. The solution is not endless political conferences, military force, or federal quota system, but a peaceful separation based on shared values and voluntary association. History shows that artificial unions often fracture violently, while honest separation can allow wounded nations to recover. Biafra is not dead, Biafra lives. It lives because the desire for freedom cannot be extinguished. Nigeria's ongoing crisis, corruption, insecurity, poverty, and division are proof that one structure cannot hold people with dangerous diversities together. For the million already lost, for the children yet unborn. Biafra, Biafra independence is non-negotiable. Let Africa remember that true unity cannot be sustained by force. The world must listen before more lives are lost. Biafra, Biafra lives, freedom calls. God bless Biafra. God bless the land of the rising sun. God bless Biafra Republic, government in exile, led by Prime Minister His Excellency Okechukwu, for standing tall in the pursuit of Biafra independence. Biafra, Biafra.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my people, wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I welcome all of you today being 12th of August 2026. Thank you all for joining me. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ ekenekwa m unu. Ekene m nwoke, ekene nwanyị. Tata bụ ụbọchị 12 n'ọnwa asatọ n'arọ 2026, bụrụkwa eke. Anyị na-ayọ Olisa bi n'igwe na-eke ga-eketela anyị ife ọma. Ụmụ Biafra, onye ọbụla nọ ebe ọ nọ ya gbakọta ọnụ, ya bịa nso ka anyị kọntinu kwuba ife gbasatalụ Naịjirịa. Ndị Igbo si na onye ọ na-eme omume na-emekwa obube. Unu na-anya n'ife onyonyo a, unu ga-afụ the story of Nigeria. The Nigeria flag, green, white, green, with blood stain. And when you look at the topic, you will see that Nigeria is always manipulating, always using wrong things or old cloth to patch a new one, and the cloth continues to tear. Nigeria has a problem, but they don't want to rectify it. And each and every one of them, old as they are, they know that the common solution to Nigeria's problem is division and separation. And they will continue to cry for help. Their help is very close to them, but they don't want to apply it because they want to continue to kill the Christians. And we Biafrans are predominantly Christians, Jewish, and traditional worshippers, or Judaism, as it is popularly called. So, my people, there's a trending video of a governor in Jos that we have to discuss today. But before I go there, let me thank God Almighty. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemy. You anointed my head with oil, my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Biafrans, lovers of freedom, wonderful people, before I go to all this, let me show the world this video of our indomitable Prime Minister telling the world in Washington, D.C. about our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. We do not hate anyone. We do not despise anyone. We, the Biafrans, we love ourselves. And let nobody forget that Mazi Ogenkere is a Biafran, a full-fledged Biafran. And he has worked with this Biafra government in exile step by step, stage by stage, till he got to prime ministerial position. He was first of all a member of Biafra Republic government in exile, became the first finance minister, became acting prime minister, and became a prime minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, unopposed. And he has never stopped doing what will save and bring Biafrans together. He has never stopped. He had always done that. So, now let me play this video and everyone will listen to it and know that Mazi Ogenkere, he leaves no stone unturned when it comes to Biafra. He is very passionate and it shows as it plays.
Yes. They show us the way and we follow the way. Yes, sir. And we believe the United States of America will hear our voice. Thank you all. And God bless.
So, Biafrans, he is doing everything humanly possible to ensure that our detained leaders are released, and he is going to the right place to do that, and that is nowhere other than Washington, D.C. Now, let me greet my people, my sister love. I appreciate you. I love you more than your own name, love, because we Biafrans, we love our own. Mr. Charles Ndewo, CN Rock, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Ume Obina, I love you. I love all of you. Yoshi, I appreciate you. How is Chloe? My darling little girl, they are the people we are fighting for. Thank you all for joining. Please, my people, remember the rituals of this platform. Click the like button, share the message so that it goes viral. That was the picture or the video of our current Prime Minister, Mazi Ogenkere, telling America about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, my regards to her. Now let me say this before I go ahead to the topic of today. We are all one. We Biafrans, we are all one. No difference. Yes, no difference. Just like our enemies show solidarity by converting terrorists, put them in the army. That is a way to show solidarity to themselves, and we watch them. There is no point for any Biafran going to any of these our leaders or our first Prime Minister or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Onyendu in Sokoto or Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland. Somebody was talking to me yesterday and he said something that was very striking. The person said to me, as Onyendu said, that Biafra will be the last miracle. Ndewo Wisdom, thank you for joining us. Yes. When we say that we will not take instruction from prison, it does not mean, it does not translate to hatred. What it means to me is strategy. When you are fighting with somebody, you will keep strategizing because that is exactly what your enemy is doing. So back to what I was saying. Our leaders in prison, we do not hate them. We love them so much. So my friend that was talking to me yesterday said something to me, and it was very significant. He said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that Biafra will come and it will be a miracle. Now, Breji is here. We have USB chargers. We have CRC, BGC, this and that. We are scattered everywhere talking about Biafra. Now, currently, Onyendu is talking about Biafra in Sokoto. You know, our enemies don't know when they hit themselves on the foot, thinking that they are hurting you. They have detained Onyendu now for 6 years and 2 months. 6 years, 2 months detention. A man that never did anything to anybody other than talking about freedom and the peace of the whole region. Because what is happening in Nigeria today has no solution. And to me, the only solution, yes, is a thinker's corner. Thank you so much for the reminder. Yes, this platform is a thinker's corner. The only solution to Nigeria's problem is division. Everybody going their own separate way. That is the only solution. Because Nigeria terrorist government, they are growing wings on daily basis. Now they have said that anyone who agitates will be sent to prison for 10 years and the person will pay millions of naira as a fine. That is a total shut up of our people. So Onyendu is in Sokoto And he is there because of Biafra. Ndewo, my sister Eyuche, Dalu so much. And Mazi Simon Ekpa is in Finland talking about Biafra. And Mazio Genkere is in America, Washington, D.C., talking about Biafra. So Biafra is now known all over the world. No matter what our enemies do, we shall never give up, and we will never give up. Biafra is our religion, and nothing anybody can do about it. There is nothing anyone can do about Biafra. All we have to do is to continue to spread the gospel of Biafra, to spread the news, to say things that touches and concerns us, whether it is from Nigeria or from we Biafrans. The world must know about us, whether they like it or not. Biafra is now the trending issue all over the world. When you hear that there is insecurity in Nigeria, you will definitely understand that this insecurity is nothing but Islamization. Politics and religion in Nigeria equals to Islamization agenda. So Biafrans, we must work in unity. We must work as one. We have to truly support our government. No matter how you think that you don't have money, come and support our government. If you go to our website, www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org, you will donate. And if you do not have a number to connect to the homeland, call me on this number here. There is a number showing on this platform. You will connect. We have no other home than Biafra. And Biafra we are looking for, and Biafra we must get. So I have shown you this video. Let no one think that we, the Breji, because we are not present in Finland, that we are not talking about the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa here and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu here. These two pictures in our Prime Minister's hand is showing you the two Biafran great men, warriors, great fighters, great leaders. My people, in this race, anya da agboso ana-agha nwanne. Ọsọ anyị na-agba bụ onye agha na nwanne, and we will continue that way. So Biafrans, we know who we are. We know what we are. We know our values, and we must not and can never condescend very, very low from the standard that God Almighty have kept us. We must go home. Going home for Biafrans is a must. We must go home. Now, coming to the trending video, here we go. The beginning of this analysis. Our brother Ididiem Owana, listen to him.
Remember, Biafrans are Christians, Jews, and traditional people with no affiliation to Islam. We possess a distinct God-fearing identity. Remember, Biafrans are Christians, Jews, and traditional people with no affiliation to Islam. We possess a distinct God-fearing identity. Remember, Biafrans are Christians, Jews, and traditional people with no affiliation to Islam. We possess a distinct God-fearing identity.
Yes, we possess a distinct God-fearing identity. When you say that you are a Christian, anything you say in life, Ndewo William, thank you for joining us. Dalu so much. I appreciate all of you. When you say that you are a Christian, you are saying something that nobody can question. Christianity is our religion. And converting us to Islamic religion is a task that can never be done. Converting us from Christianity to Islam, it can never happen. We are not Afghanistan. We are not Turkey. We are not Syria. These are Christian countries that were forcefully converted. We are neither Egypt nor all these African countries that they converted from Christian to Islamic religion. What happens in their world should remain there for them. This is something that we Biafrans have suffered over the years in Nigeria. Now, these trending videos are here for us to actually use and talk to ourselves. This is a man of God. They call his name Isa El-Buba. That's what he is called. Listen to him, and we will take it from there.
We should begin to think about. I'm coming to every Nigerian with a very serious, heavy heart. Because I thought that at this stage of our lives, especially when we're getting older, we should begin to think about Nigeria and how we can all live together in peace. As of today, I have supported over 10,000 Muslims across northern Nigeria. They have no relationship with me at all. Whether it is the school of their children, whether it is their housekeeping, it is home issues and all of that. But look at this bastard that called himself a religious leader. These are the kind of people that I suppose that government should pick. But I can see the governor of Kano State. This is how insane all of you are in northern Nigeria, some of you. This is the way you think. People that are brainless. Somebody is standing there in your meeting shouting, Muslim, calling Christians infidels. And I'm going to go take this. If Christians should do this, who is going to have a country? Northern Nigeria, Muslims with the highest, you talk about the highest capital poverty of the world. Are you not ashamed? Are you not ashamed that banditry is here in the north? Criminality is here in the north. It is here in the north you have the highest level of drug addicts that you are supposed to be, if you are sane, to begin to preach the message that will help to bring people out of bondage and out of their captivity. You are there making stupid statement and inciting against Christians and calling them, look at them, infidels, if they think they have voting power. Woe to any Christian that is going to align themselves with these evil, brainless people and creatures. And I'm speaking to my Muslim brothers who are saying, you cannot be allowing this kind of creatures to be flowing among you And I want to say to all the Kano people, it's time that whatever is your name, the governor of Kano, it's time you throw that guy out of that seat.
Now, Biafrans, you have heard him. Isa Elbuba, Ndewo Alozie, my brother. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. When I heard this prophet talking, he said that he is from Kanuri and that he is originally Fulani, but he is a Christian and a prophet in the north. He started by saying, let me play it again so that I will.
I'm coming to every Nigerian with a very serious, heavy heart. Because I thought that at this stage of our lives, especially when we're getting older, we should begin to think about Nigeria.
We should begin to think about Nigeria. We, the Biafrans, we have thought about Nigeria. Hello, Chichi, good morning. Ndewo, thank you so much for joining us. We, the Biafrans, we have thought about Nigeria. We have given cognizance to our relationship with Nigeria as a country. It never worked. Why? Because our forefathers that accepted the amalgamation, they never had the opportunity. They never had the opportunity to weigh their options. And during their own time, I will blame them, but not much. During their own time, they had no option. They taught us how to be humble, humility, obey before complain. And they obeyed, but it never worked. Why? Because Nigeria was not meant to be a nation. Nigeria was not meant to be a nation. Hello, Blessing. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Stella. I love you more. Biafrans, Nigeria was not meant to be a nation. Nigeria was, first of all, when it was amalgamated, you will be asking yourself, what was Nigeria before now? Nigeria was once three nations working and existing on their own. The Bight of Biafra, which is us, the Oduduwans, which are the Yorubas, and the Hausas, Nupe Gwari, Kaduna, Kanuri, all these people, they were on their own. And they came during the time of Lord Lugard. Hello, Saviola, thank you so much for joining. They came and amalgamated us. And the people that amalgamated us were the European colonialists who came to look for greener pastures because they cannot leave their country, which is about 33,000, 3,000. And if you go to Leicester Square in the United Kingdom, you will see the mileage from every country to UK and Europe. They came to amalgamate. They came in search of food. They came in search of good life from Africa. If you check the history, you will hear that Christopher Columbus found the sea route to India. They were all over the places looking for better solution for their own people, which I don't blame them for. But ndị Igbo si na onye agba ka aghọrị. If you allow yourself to be used, the user will use you very well for their own benefit. And you will ask yourself, for how long will this continue to be my case? That was the case of our forefathers. They amalgamated. And that was the same time that Usman Danfodio, who was working local in Acapulco, came to Sokoto from Futajalo because he is a Fulani man, and Fulanis are wanderers. Just like the people they call gypsy, the gypsies in Western world, they move from place to place. They have no particular home. You can see them, their car is their house, their everything. They will drive and pitch their net and they live there. The same thing with the Fulanese. So when I heard this prophet Isa El Buba talk, I replied him on his platform, talking to this Kano or Kaduna governor. This Kaduna governor was once caught stealing money, pushing it into his babarega, his dress. Nothing was done to him. These are the main sponsors of Boko Haram. Because they want to actualize Islamization of Nigeria, the entire region, including Biafrans. You know, given that our forefathers have made mistake to accept that amalgamation, they thought that 100 years is eternity. 1914, when they amalgamated, it came to 2014 and that expired. And that was around the time Uwazurike was winding down after his detention by Olusegun Obasanjo's administration. Onyendu took up from there. And Onyendu was referring them to that constitution, which our first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, when he was doing exactly what I was doing, was showing us that constitution. I don't know where he got it from, but it was looking very old. But you can read through it. It was saying that after 100 years, any of these three, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, that wants to go will follow the constitution and they will go and leave Nigeria. Onyendu was making reference to that constitution. Nigeria government saw Onyendu as a threat to their authority over the whole Nigeria. But my people, what we should always remember is that these Fulanis are neither Hausa, Yoruba, or Biafra, or Igbo. Fulanis are neither of these. They came from another African nation, Futajalon, and they kept fighting and fighting because their nature is violence. Violence is their second name. I'm not going to be economical with that truth. That is the reality. They are very violent people. So, my brothers and sisters, I am advocating, I am urging Biafrans to come together and be one and fight these people because they are desperate. They are not giving up. The only solution to Nigeria is nothing but division. Let everybody go their separate way. Nigeria is big enough to be up to 10 nations. 10 nations. But even if they cannot get up to 10, let them go back to what they were. Because this very dangerous amalgamation, creating dangerous diversity, is too dangerous. It can never work. Nigeria has never been one and can never be one. So all these people, I'm going to show you series and series of videos, and you will see that all of them are very pretentious about what they want or what should be done. Because anybody that is talking, you will be asking them. I have shown you one man of God. This is another man of God talking about Islamic cleric Jiga and the governor of Kano State or Kaduna State.
Kano, who says that Christian and infidelity or something like that. Infidel. I am surprised that this person is still in existence.
Ewo Uchenna.
To have killed this man, jail him. If it's a Christian that said that, hey, this or that, there is the issue of Muslim ticket. Nigeria is not mature for all these Muslim tickets. Right? That what you know what they call by infidel, you know the meaning. It's an insult to all Christendom. And these are the people that wanted to even cause Nigeria to be Islamized. And while you are keeping this person, governor is there praising. That governor must not be voted for. Must not be voted for. And in a situation like this, we want to divide Nigeria into two. Christian state, a country, and Muslim country. But the government does not even see it coming. That this can cause issue. If it's Christian, now DSS will have run after them. Where's DSS now?
Okay. This man was the person bad-mouthing the Igbos. I don't know his name. It's good that all these things are happening right now. Yes, my people, it's good that what is going on now is happening to them. Because when Biafrans in 1967 or 1966, after the pogrom, you all know what happened during that 1966 when they pied our people, Besiande ba ini nonu, bulu misifa, mankpilisi arufa, donye na train, we bulufa, we budata nibo. Just to scare us. If you go into Voyage of Discovery, search for what terrorism means. To terrorize somebody, to put fear into somebody, so that you can overwhelm them with fear and get what you want. That's what I know to be the meaning of terrorism. Fulanis, they can never give up. Why am I saying this? They can never give up, meaning that we Biafrans should remain together, come together, work as one. Work as one to get Biafra and leave Nigeria. This is the only solution to the problem of Nigeria. Because going up and down, down and up can never solve the problem of Nigeria. Because the Yoruba man don't love the Igbo man. The Igbo man in turn do not love the Yoruba man. Hausas don't love the Igbo man. Igbo man in turn does not love the Hausas. We don't love ourselves. What are we doing? Squabbling like a bottleneck. We cannot be one, and it is not working. And right now, we are at the peak of this bottleneck battle. They can never win. Yeah, blessed. Just take this number on this platform. Call me, I will help you do it. It's +447706705575. Use it and call me, and I will help you. Just on our website. That's where to make the donation. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, my people, we cannot emphasize less of this issue, of the problem in Nigeria and the solution. The only solution to Nigeria is division. Nigeria can never work. I cannot be repeating myself every day, but if it is what I have to do, yes, he is a prophet. He has his own church, Isa El Buba. He has spoken. And this one here, I don't know his name. He is a Yoruba man. And then my sister Eukaria, thank you so much. Yes, the only way to solve this problem, let every tribe go back and manage themselves. Fulani can have their own nation. Hausa can have their own nation. Yorubas can have their own nation because they are fighting for their nation. And the Igboho, Sunday Igboho, Professor Akintoye, all of them, they were the people agitating for Duduwa. And we Biafrans, we are talking about Biafra. They were my brother. Thank you for joining us. So Biafrans, this trending video right now is not just, it's not something that anybody can say, oh, I don't know about it, or I have never heard about it. Nigeria is a country that, you know, if you do not mind what you do, Nigeria will destroy you. And who are the Nigerians? Who are these Nigerians? Now, my people, this is the result of one Nigeria. This is the result of one Nigeria. Okay, El Buba is based in Ghana. I see. My people, let's watch this video and you will understand the product of one Nigeria. What do they produce?
White caskets laid end to end across an open field. An agonizing familiar sight in Benue State as families gathered here in Efeyi Otikpi, Ugbojo district of Otukpo local government area to say their final goodbyes. The victims killed during July's violent early morning raid. The victims span generations, men, women, and young children. They were targeted on Tuesday, July 28th, when suspected armed herdsmen stormed this agrarian community, destroying homes and leaving a trail of bloodshed.
Deeply anguished because human life had gone down, not because of any fault of theirs, because of aggressor that came upon them without them provoking anyone. I've told a lot of people before now that the law against open grazing ought to be enforced. Because we saw Maraunder, we saw headers in our bushes.
Now, my people, this brother here, I will not insult him, but I will tell you people, during the time of Buhari was talking about open grazing. Ruga, give your land. Nobody that has traveled to the north, I have very, very vast land in the north. And Buhari cannot build, what do they call it, ranch for their people to do their grazing there. I did a video that time and I used an Indian ranch. This is how big that their cattle are for open grazing. That is what this man is saying. Open grazing, how can you take your people to go and graze in people's farms? This is agenda of the Fulanis. Economic jihad. When they get you impoverished, when they get you hungry, that was what they used against Biafrans during the war. Now I will show you another video where Awolowo was saying nonsense, and you will hear what he said, and I will come back to this open grazing issue. They will use it to keep you hungry. When you are hungry, you will be very pressured to receive the 1 million naira they will give you and receive Islamic religion. They don't want to see anybody to farm. One Fulani boy said it day before yesterday, and I used it for my program, where the Fulani boy said anybody they hear that goes to farm, they will go there and behead the person. Why do they behead them? They don't want you to farm because it is a tool. It is part of their tool. Like they are using division on Biafrans to divide us. So these Fulanis are very smart people. They don't go to farm, they don't work, they don't do any business. Only this grazing is the highest they can do. Or they will sit beside the banks and do money exchange. That's all. The only good business they do is stealing, siphoning money. If you know how big an estate Malami acquired, how many millions that man stashed away in his account and his son's account, you will not believe it. But Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is jailed. These terrorist groups that are killing these people you see in this casket, they will kill and they will be converted and put them in the army. While Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Sokoto, and while Mazi Simon Ekpa, our first prime minister, is in Finland. And while they are now chasing after Mazi Ogenkere in America. And the Biafran will proudly start working for the same people by your conduct and your behavior. So, my people, All these things I show here is not as if you haven't seen it or heard of it, but these are strategies that your enemies apply to get you to remain in one place. But with Biafrans, it can never happen. When we say that we are not taking instruction from prison, that does not translate to hatred or that we are disowning that Mazi Simon or Mazi Namdi, they are no longer Biafrans. No, because they are keeping them in prison there. If you are sensible enough, you will understand that when your brother is in prison, you are technically the person that is in prison. Literally, Biafra is in prison. And you don't have to give them the satisfaction that you cannot work with your brain other than going back to prison to get instruction from them. Sometimes all these prisoners, as they give them food, they will keep putting poison in it. El Rufai said it, that they bought poison from Poland, and that poison, soluble as it is in liquid form and colorless. Even if it is in your food, you will not know. Gradually, they will be dropping it there. Even this Malami said, as attorney during the time of Buhari, that if they had known, they would have killed him in Kenya. So your enemy is devising every means. Ruga and open grazing. That was what Buhari came with to deceive the world. Then Tinubu now, who took over from Buhari, is telling America that it is a climate change. Climate change. Tinubu does not know what he's doing, yet he wants to come back. That's why you will see politics and religion as beginning of the title of this program. These are very destructive, and they are here calling us infidels. My surprise is that all these elders, they don't go to research. What can we do to solve this problem? Division, separation. It is simple. Nigeria's problem has a solution. Division. They have to divide the country. They have to. Nigeria should be divided. Nigeria should be divided. Talking about these people, look at him here. Muslim. This is it. The governor, so-called governor of Kaduna, look at all of them there. They are all saying the same thing. Why won't we Biafrans come together and say the same thing? Arewa sources. Let me play it. Ahmad Bola Tinubu wanda ya daga tutar siyasarsu. They want Tinubu to go 2 terms so that they will have time. They will have time to look at it. It was during this wedding ceremony that during this wedding ceremony that this man was talking about Tinubu's 2 terms.
One after another, the couples arrived in pairs. The men and women dressed in matching white and touch of pepper red for the.
Now, when you look at those men, you will see their cap is Tinubu's sign. Why do they want Tinubu to go the 2nd term? Number 1, Yorubas were meant to support the Fulanis. not the Igbos. Number two, while Tinubu is there looking the other way, Tinubu is making his money being the oil minister, while Kashim Shettima, the vice president, is busy getting money from the government, sponsoring Boko Haram, spreading across. And the more number of years that Tinubu stays, the more they advance. You see this cap they are wearing is promotion. They are promoting Tinubu's second term. Have you seen it? Biafrans, as I said earlier, why do I show you these tiny, tiny things that matter so much to us? We need to come together. We need to work together. We Biafrans running helter-skelter like headless chicken will not help us. It will not help us. Your enemies are strategizing. Strategize along with them. Strategize with them. Whatever they are doing, now let us listen to this video, because they will go to America and lie that there is no killing of Christians. But Rep. Riley Moore will always come out and say things the way they are.
Congressman Moore, thank you so much for joining us. President Trump personally tapped you to lead the House investigation into the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. I know a lot of people a couple of months ago remember kind of hearing a lot about this, but maybe take us back. What was it like getting that direct call from the president?
Well, and Laura, thanks so much for having me on. It was just amazing. Actually, the way I found out is a lot of the way that we find out, it was in a True Social post where the president was redesignating, and that's kind of a key term here, redesignating Nigeria a country of particular concern. And so I've been reaching out to the White House about this, and I knew the president cared about this a lot. And as soon as he found out that Biden was the president, who had taken Nigeria off the list of the countries of particular concern, he would understand. Because in the first term, President Trump had Nigeria on that list as a country of particular concern. And then Biden took Nigeria off because he said, no, this violence that's happening in Nigeria has more to do with climate change, hard to believe. And
You hear it, that same climate change I mentioned, because that was what Tinubu and his government, they were my sister, Nenaya. That was what Tinubu went to America and told them. You people could recall that Tinubu was, Tinubu spent so much money. He spent so much money to make sure that he doused the issue, this issue of Christian persecution, to the extent that he spent 150 million. Tinubu spent 150 million US dollars to silence what we are claiming about killing and persecution of Christians. And there's a video that I'm looking for right now to confirm what I am saying about Tinubu spending while his own citizens are dying of hunger, while the terrorists are busy killing innocent citizens. You understand? So, Biafrans, we must ensure that the world will hear us out and they will hear and know the truth. Let me get that video and I will play it. And you will hear how many millions. How many millions? Nigeria government is telling you about Arabic education to become a national curriculum by Bala and Mohammed. Nigeria is telling you that anyone who agitates will be sent on life jail or pay 10 million fine for agitating. Biafrans, what is our own solution to all this? We have to work close. We have to work together. We have to work as one people because we are being oppressed as a people, as a nation. We cannot continue to keep quiet. We cannot continue to run from pillar to post. Tinubu spent that whole money. Why? Because he wants to silence America. He does not want America to come and be discussing anything or coming to bomb the terrorists. This is what Tinubu is there to do for the Fulanis. That is part of the arrangement. That is part of the support of the Yorubas to the Fulanis because they consider them as minority group. And it's not hidden. It is open that Yoruba supports the Fulanis. Let me get that video and you will hear it again. How much that Tinubu have spent. My people, a lot have been said. Our Prime Minister, our Information Minister, myself, everybody, Nelly TV, David Nana, Noma Toloma TV, we should by now be settling down in one piece as one people and tackle these enemies once and for all. If I am talking about division, there is no how we can be conducting that act of division running helter-skelter.
When the American intervention came first with the 2 tweets, and then the Christmas Day intervention, instead of Nigerians to when the American intervention came first with the 2 tweets, and then the Christmas Day intervention, instead of Nigerians to respond positively to what the intervention that the American government made through Donald,
Nigerians cannot respond positively. That is why they kept Tinubu there. And as I told you, my brothers and sisters, Sadwana of Sokoto already told them that anybody who is not a Fulani man, do you know that in the whole north, no real Hausa man is governor or deputy or in the politics, is all Fulanis. Fulanis. Any state where they are, the Fulani man must be governor. His vice will be the Fulani man. His deputy. So, these people can never allow you to breed. And they are growing stronger and stronger. This is why we should work as one. working separately or fighting each other is that division tool that the Fulanis have over every other person in that region.
Of Nigerians will respond positively.
Nigerians can never respond positively. They are using rule of law to gag you, to silence you. And we are here dividing like a moeba, from one amoeba to another one.
To what the intervention that the American government made through Donald Trump, let me tell you what the Nigerian response was. Nigeria flooded the United States of America with money.
Nigeria flooded United States of America with money. My people, this man talking here, his name is called Peter Laddie Thompson. He is a reverend. Reverend Peter Laddie Thompson. That's his name. Have you seen it? Reverend Laddie Peter Thompson. He is a security consultant, or he was. Before he migrated, he is now in US. He is the one talking to this little lady here. He is the one talking that Nigeria flooded America with money. Listen to him again.
Nigeria flooded the United States of America with money. To do what? To deny that there was a Christian genocide. Nigeria, that will not take care of its citizens at home, officially, publicly released $10 million to a lobby firm, but from the charter in Washington, Nigeria's money in Washington that has been sent to neutralize what Trump has been doing is almost $150 million.
Have you people seen it? Is there written? I didn't make this story. This is Adeola's Adeola Fasheun. This is her program. 150 million US dollars in Washington, D.C. Why are they doing that? Because when they say, or when we claim that we Christians are being killed, we are not claiming because that is the reality. But when you are making statements, you have to put down your claims. And our claim is that we are being massacred, being slaughtered by Nigeria terrorist government. They will go there and deny it. That's what he is saying. So, Biafrans, when are we going to come close? Walk as one. Stop sabotaging each other. Stop creating enmity between ourselves. This one week, go to this one. Oh, Ogenkere did this. Simon Ekpa did this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did this. Sonny did this. Betty did this. This person said that. That is not how people who are serious fight for their agitation. Fair enough that we have found ourselves in this situation. We need to fund our freedom. Freedom is not sold in any shop. You give yourself the freedom, and it has a process. And one of the processes is that you either create a government like we have created. And for you to show the world that you have a government that you can look after yourself, you have to sponsor and support your army by paying liberation tax. We have BLT, Biafra Liberation Tax. Then one other major process is to maintain a lobbyist that will go and sell you out to the world for them to buy you and recognize you. This is what we need. But when you see what is going on in Nigeria, you will use it to know that since you have government, if you don't work hard to maintain this government so that you will exit Nigeria, this will be your case in the next 10 years. Your hair will go gray and you will achieve nothing. And for you to achieve something, follow the process. Follow the process. Onyendu was trying his best until he was abducted. Mazi Simon Ekpa took over. He worked so hard. We appreciate him. And he stopped when he was jailed. So it's not as if Mazi Ogenkere fought Mazi Simon Ekpa and took it over from him. No, he did not take over from him. He started where he stopped. There are differences between somebody taking something from you and starting from where you stopped. It is a circumstantial case. The circumstances requires that somebody will start from where the other one stops. Ndị ga-anọ na-agba asịrị onye ọma PM onye ka ama bụ nka, and you leave the object and you continue to pursue the shadow. The object here is that we are being killed on daily basis. How do we escape this killing? How do we leave this country? I know that many people think that, men on ground, men on ground, men on ground, men on ground, they won't give you Biafra. They won't give you Biafra. They are only defending our territory, our territorial boundaries. That is what you want to show UN, that you have a soldier that will protect your people and protect your territory. The people that will give you Biafra, Breji, is these countries that will recognize you. And who is leading you to be recognized? Your lobbyists. That is why it is all coming process by process, step by step, and you need money to do all this. Obuni nwere onye amị na-agbalụ gị egbe n'ụlọ. Onye amị anwa gbapụ ofu mkpụrụ mgbọ. Egbe ka dị fair enough, o niduru mgbọ ọzọ to replace it. And atụ ụta mgbọ n'afịa. Ada atụ ụta mgbọ n'ubi. Ada akọ mgbọ, ada akọ ya akọ ka esi akọ ji na ede. Mgbọ a na-ego ego. And they ego ka o nidi. And though I nne ayanatu enough money to make Biafra great again. Because before we became Nigeria, we were Biafrans. And Biafra we are going back to. And these are the processes. So when Nigeria starts demonstrating, they will, as they strategize, you too will also strategize. On when onye game anything go away and make it 1 year, is in a fight for freedom. That is not fight for freedom. That is fighting yourselves. That is creating division within us. And that is the aim of Nigeria. Because recently you all know that they went after Mazi Ogenkere in America. They did. So this man here is telling you that Nigeria flooded America with 150 million US dollars. Okay. Nigeria flooded America with 150 US dollars. So, onye malu nke ọ na-eme, ya mee ya ọfụma, ya mee ya ka onye nwere uche. Una akụzina asịrị, una anọ akụzina head together. That is not what will get us Biafra. Inano, it's just like now. Anyị nweje nọdụ na grave Ojukwu na-ebe akwa, Ojukwu come, we want you. You are a good leader. You are a good fighter. You come and fight for us. No. You don't do things like that. If illiterate, say nwero strategies, say nwero plan, nwero techniques, nwero managerial know-how, or kafasieme, you have to support one person at a time. There is no country where you have 2 presidents. You will have one at a time, and you have ex-presidents. that we keep leading you on. Nke a na-akpọ bi wee jee na Washington na-akọlụ the whole world na their prime minister nọ na prison. Maazị Ogenkere is not in prison. Onye nọ na prison bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and Maazị Simon Ekpa. And who is the cause? Nigeria. And we should always have our gaze on Nigeria so that you will know how to strategize. This is sense and sensibility, ideology, technical know-how. You know how to work technically, practically, and financially to support what you are doing.
Dollars. We all know that we have more than enough documentation, more than enough clout to show that there really was a Christian genocide going on. And then later on, as I had mentioned more than 10 years ago, that in the final stages, there's going to be a fighting between Muslims. The ISWAP is the most deadly of all.
Have you people heard it? And this very Jega man is calling Christians infidels. And everybody is getting infuriated.
Fulani and the Boko Haram is Kanuri. Kanuris and the Fulani don't see eye to eye. Two predators are fighting to be the one to devour the nation. Secondly, all honorable Muslims who refuse to be part of terrorism end up being killed. The first time was in Kano many years ago. And when this current administration responded by pouring money.
You know, when is it Sheyi Tinubu or Remi Tinubu, the tribal bigot, Tinubu's wife, when she went to America, she said, oh, they're also killing the Muslims. These are the Muslims this man is mentioning. Because the Muslims that say to them, no to this killing, is too much. Where did the Islamic religion, where did it start from? Are they still fighting for jihad? Go to Saudi Arabia. No, Dubai is one of the world attraction centers. The world most visited countries. They don't talk about religion anymore. It is Fulanis. Fulanis have the blood of intimidation, of domination. And they will tell you, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. That's what they told the world during the war. And the rest of Nigerians, they bought the idea. Igbo people this, Igbo people. Now they have closed their dirty mouth. They don't call the Igbos. Now everybody is crying over the Fulanis. Because what happened to us during that time is this Islamization agenda. That time, not many people knew why the Igbos are being killed, because we say no to Islamic religion. We say no to it. This is it, my people. Just look at them. This is Tinubu's cap. They want Tinubu, their contractor, to remain in contract and continue so that they will keep Islamizing you. And Tinubu will not say any word. This is it. They were my brother. Thank you, my sister, I love. Thank you so much.
They were. Good morning.
Kedu.
Ademma.
Talk to Biafrans.
Good morning, Biafrans. Wherever you are, it's morning by my end.
Yes.
So I adjust my time of greeting to your own local time, because we are scattered everywhere. So it's morning and it's good. And I thank you for the good work you're doing.
Hello.
Our people need to understand. You see, in education, we teach from known to unknown. We learn from known to unknown. Even when Jesus was here, he was teaching human beings about heaven. Being they've not gone there before, they cannot relate to what he was saying. It will not make sense to them. So he used what they know to lay the foundation, because that will help them understand this heaven he's talking about.
Yes.
Yes. So that's why when I speak, I use things that every Biafran can see and relate to. I don't use foreign language. I know English is not our language, but foreign language I'm referring to is something you cannot relate to. Because if I'm telling you something you cannot relate to, that's foreign to you. There's a blueprint. Think back. You were not there when it was done, but you are seeing with yourself, with your eyes, you are experiencing what was done before you showed up into this planet. I call them two bandits because that's what they are. One from Sahel, one from Atlantic. When they came in looking for whatever you call green pasture, because if they were comfortable in their original home, they wouldn't be wandering around. Think about it. All of you Biafrans scattered everywhere. If Biafra land is quiet and peaceful, you will not run away. You guys are taking pride. Oh, we are scattered everywhere. Why were you scattered? If you don't remember why you ran away from your home, you're not going to remember what to do to get back. You keep saying, oh, monkeys everywhere in the home. Are you a monkey? These two people searching for food, searching for something better than what they have in their homes. When they met, they struck a deal. They laid down the blueprint, which is what they are following. We want to collect the minerals. Before even the minerals, it was agricultural products, palm oil, palm kernel, cocoa, until they get to the granite. They needed those things. You just don't walk into somebody's house and see a nice looking chair, a nice looking spoon. You begin to collect it without the owner stopping you. So if you don't want the owner to stop you, cause confusion in that person's house. While you are distracting them with that confusion, you are walking away with that nice table, with that nice spoon. That's what they did. They found these strange people. They don't look alike. They don't dress alike. They don't talk alike. They have different ideology, different culture, different religion, nothing in common. How are they going to continue to carry your belongings uninterrupted? That's how the amalgamation came. Put these strangers together. While they are there fighting themselves, we can now carry their belonging easily, uninterrupted. Remember, both parties don't have a place to stay. It's not their home. The other guys have no home. They're looking for where to settle. Now, okay, so we want a place to settle. You want to carry what you like here. Okay, fine. So putting all of them together solves the problem. The blueprint is to remove the indigenous people and occupy. The other people, whatever you're doing, as long as you keep them busy and we're taking what we want, we are good. You see the blueprint? That is why the killing started from day one, before the so-called flag independence. The killing started 1929, 1945, in the 50s, in the 60s. That's the blueprint that are following by letter. Right after the flag independence, what did Ahmadu Bello did? Ahmadu Bello explained the way to achieve that blueprint. Never allow them to take care of themselves. This new nation is our father's inheritance. Remember the blueprint. Remove them, take over the place. You see, when the ownership started, if we have them working, it must be on contract. Don't you know contract has a beginning date and an end date? Yes. If contractor A finish his own time, we can get contractor B. It's been that way. The killing continues. How are they going to remove you if they don't kill you? Selling you off did not solve the problem. So killing you, making your home uncomfortable so that your young men who are supposed to defend your land run away is another stand. Are they following the blueprint or are they not? When you people join the army because you are interested in following the development, progress, you outnumbered them. What did they do? They slaughtered you guys. Go back, 1966. How many soldiers, well-trained soldiers, were slaughtered in one night? Even the ones that were abroad coming in from the airport, they slaughtered them. Why? Because they know those are the people who will defend the land. Blueprint. Look at what is happening now. You see, if you're a young man, if you're a young lady, and you're a Biafran, your crime is being a Biafran. If they don't kill you, they imprison you. They harvest your organ. They starve your parents that can even cough, following the blueprint. Now, there's something called, is it irreconcilable differences? You men and women, when you get married and you find out that incompatibility, remember, I'm not a white man, I'm a raw black woman, okay? When you can't agree on basic things in that house, what happened? You head to divorce court. Just tell them, we can't even agree on which room we will sleep. We can't even agree whether we will drink water or wine. We can't even agree whether we can be awake or sleep. There's nothing we can agree on. They say there's no point two of you being together. Mary, go your way. John, go your way, so that you don't kill each other. Look at the place, that mixture, unpalatable casserole dish. The things in that dish, the ingredients in that dish, they know they can't be one. The Igbo man knows who he is. He has nothing to do with Hausa man. He has nothing to do with Yoruba man. The same thing the other way around. We are not the same. We are like that man and woman who cannot agree on basic things. They cannot live in the same house without one killing each other. What are we supposed to do? We must go our different ways.
Exactly.
Those Biafrans that do not understand money can't buy me love. Oh, maybe if I build 10 houses in Kano, they will love me. Maybe if I build 10 houses in Lagos, they will love me. Maybe if I marry their daughter, they will know that my child is their grandkid. There will be peace. That's the mindset of those Biafrans who are crossbreed. Have they loved you yet? Your houses are being demolished. Your buildings are being demolished. Your life has been snuffed off you. Can't you see there's nothing you will do? Even your natural resources is taken to keep them going. Have that brought you love yet? No. If it's not there, it's not there. It will never be. Remember, as it was in the beginning, is now and ever shall be.
World
without end. And all of you that went to church, you go, oh, hey, man. After saying that, you come back and want miracle. Oh, God will do it. Oh, there's nothing God can. No, God made you different. And God wants you to remain different. Stop forcing it. You've tried it for more than 100 years. It's not working. It's not going to work. It will never work. So why don't you save your little energy left? Go in peace. Stop looking for new Nigeria. It's not going to come.
It will never come.
Even since, you know, the Biafrans are hard-headed. They can't even hear. That's why God is sending the Fulanis to come and tell you that we will never accept you. It doesn't matter what you do. Because from the beginning, we are different. We are going to remain different. We must remain different. Biafrans, are you not hearing? Stop forcing yourself on somebody who don't like you, will never like you, have told you they don't like you. They've killed you to make the remaining of you know we don't like you. Why don't you accept it and go in peace? Obi, dress like them, go there, fold his legs, sit on the ground, eat with them. What are they telling him? Obi, you're not hearing. You are not one of us. Stop forcing yourself on us. We are not going to vote for you. You will never rule above us any day as long as you live. Neither you nor your brethren. Obi, are you hearing? Of course, Obi doesn't hear anyway. Those supporting Obi, are all of you deaf? Are you not hearing? We don't like you. It doesn't matter what you do. We still don't like you. We will never like you. We are not one. Jonathan was a president. How many schools did Jonathan build in Biafra land? I don't know. But I've been told that Jonathan built a lot of schools. They call Alamajiri schools.
Yes.
Did they like Jonathan? Didn't they import their mercenaries to come and throw Jonathan out of office? Biafrans, you know, it pissed me off that you guys are intelligent, but when you're supposed to use your intelligence, you play fool at your own risk. Zeke started the nonsense. Well, he was born in Zengori anyway, so he ate, the first air he breathed was from Hausa land. The first water he drank was from Hausa land, so he has to behave like them, thinking that will buy him love. Did it buy him love? When are we going to learn, my people? That's my question. When are we going to learn? Instead, the time and energy we're supposed to use to free ourselves, we are using it to find piece of vegetable that lodged in between each other's teeth. If that's not stupidity, I don't know what stupidity look like. You are sensible. You are smart. You went to school. Maybe your parents or one of them was a teacher. They sent you to school. The teacher you have in your class give you questions to answer. You are saying, I'm not going to, let me go and ask my papa the answer to this question before I answer it. Let me go and ask my mama the answer to the question. Is the teacher going to stand there and wait for you to finish your foolishness? So why are you not using your own head? I'm referring to those people that say, I have to go to Sokoto prison to go find answer what to do today. I have to go to Finland prison to go find what to do today. Which means your head is not functioning. That's what it is. But Biafra government in exile, we might not be the smartest people, but we are not that fool you're looking at. So we are going to use our God-given head to fight for our freedom. We don't have time to go to Sokoto. We don't have time to go to Finland. If you want to go to Sokoto, if you want to Finland, you can go and keep disgracing yourself. The world is watching you. But if you're not that stupid, use your own God-given head. God gave you enough brain to function. Brigi is not pompous. They're not even loud. We follow our own blueprint. That's why we know that we are supposed to be free. Our forefathers know they're supposed to be free. Each time they put up the resistance. The women put up resistance. The men in the coal mine put up resistance. 1966 to 70, we put up resistance. And we're still putting up resistance until we get away from this nightmare. Even our constitution, we had to look back. Did anything happen before Brigi was formed? The answer is yes. We look at it, we modify it, we updated it. In that process, we found out what Owazirike did. We took what is good, we reinforced what needs to be reinforced, we modify it, we updated it. That's our charter. So we are progressive. We are not stagnant.
And there was not in a hurry.
No.
We took time.
We had a group of individuals to look at it. Because if you ever went to school and you're doing a term paper, or you're doing a research, or you're doing a thesis, you pick up your topic, you go and do what we call literature search. What are you doing? You are looking back. Did anybody do any work on this topic? What did they do? You gather those informations. You read through them. You see what they did. Then you use that as your basis. But then you are going to acknowledge where you got your sources, where you got those informations. Because in academics, there's something called plagiarism. Plagiarism is when you take somebody's information and you refuse to acknowledge it. You go to jail. There's no if but when in it. You must go to jail and you are charged plagiarism. That is why we acknowledge the information gotten from the original one done by Owazirike. So we must acknowledge that. So these people that did this update cannot take the credit without acknowledging their source of information. If they do it in academics, they've committed offense, they will go to jail. Biafran government in exile are not senseless people. And that is why we have enough brain to know that we must continue our journey in the absence of our former leaders. And nobody can take credit. If anybody can take credit of Biafra issue, it should be Ojukwu and Effiong. If they cannot take ownership of Biafra Republic, no present or future leader will take credit of Biafra. Biafra is nobody's personal property. Okay? So those people that are taking ownership, personally, I did not sign my brain over to anybody. So no, anybody trying to take ownership of my brain is kidnapping my brain. And you're not going to go free after you kidnap my brain. And you will not kidnap my brain because I am still alive. Even after I'm dead, you cannot claim my brain. I work with you. I respect you. We fight a common cause. But taking ownership of my brain, Nalayo, it's not going to happen. So I'm talking about those people who are allowing themselves to be owned like a piece of property. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu owns IBOB, registered in London. That is why he can sack you, he can put you, he can shift you, he can modify you from anywhere, including from prison. Why are you guys upset? Mazen Simon Ekpa is over there claiming ownership of Briggy. What a life. Well, Biafra government in exile is nobody's property. So we are not taking order from anybody. That does not mean that we hate them.
No.
We love them. We acknowledge their effort. They worked real hard. Anybody who thinks they didn't work hard should put up their hand. These two men worked hard. Just like Owazirike worked hard. Just like Ifyang worked hard. Just like Ojukwu worked hard. But are they our God? No. They are our brothers. They are our heroes. But they are not our God. Our God is Chukwu Okike Abiyama, Jehovah God, the one that made all of us. So, Biafrans, get your priorities corrected. Stop chasing the wind. The Fulani is killing you. Look at what happened in Enugu. Why didn't they wait for Simon to come out before they kill people? Why didn't they wait for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out before they kill people? So, if your enemy cannot wait to kill you, why are you waiting? So, while you're waiting, they finish killing all of you. When your leaders come out, what will they meet? Are they going to lead the graveyard? Biafrans, stop and think. Stop and think. Bible say, "O dị onye n'ime unu amamihe kọrọ." Ọ sị gị, rịọ Chineke onye na-enye amamihe na-ebighị ugwu. Ọ dịghị sị gị gaa key food, gaa zụrụ amamihe. Neither did he say, go to Leventis. Neither did he say, go to Pathmark. He said, ask of God. Ask him. If you're feeble-minded, ask God to strengthen you. Every day, ask God for direction. Ask him to show you the way. If you ask in good faith, he will. You need freedom. Ask him to provide for you what you will use to get your freedom. Ask him to direct your broken brain, because you need your brain intact. He will give you. Stop chasing the wind. Stop gossiping. Stop loving money more than your life. Because Gowon found out that some of us love money more than our life. That's why they are utilizing that opportunity. Give them a few naira. They will sell their next door neighbor. Give them a little bit more. Ask for their mama. They hand their mama over to you. Now, after you finish selling your mama and all your relatives, who are you going to live with? Ask yourself that. Our website is always open, 24/7. Go there. If you have phone, to go and watch who stole whose car, who took whose wife on Facebook, use that time and go to our website. Don't tell me you don't have data. Because if you don't have data, you are not going to be going online to find out the latest style. You are not going to go there to find who poisoned who. When you finish playing stupid, you turn around and say you don't have data. No, you do. Go there, open our website, Go and put your own contribution. It doesn't matter how big or small. So stop lying to yourself. You see, the way other tribes wish they have Nnamdi Kanu, that's the way they wish they have Mazi Ogenkere to go and speak on their behalf. Onye amụma ahụ ada ugwu n'ala nna ya. Gbuo dike, gbuo dike, gbuo dike, gbuo dike. Ụbọchị ihe ike mere, achọwa dike. You don't want to value Mazi Ogenkere, right? Because he doesn't match the model in your mind. Then I ask you, Mr. Know-it-all and Miss Know-it-all, since he is not doing it right, what stops you from getting up and doing it? Oh, your job is to complain and criticize. Well, that doesn't buy you your freedom. Rather, it prolongs your days in the wilderness. Why don't you quit? Get some sense. Go and support your government. You only have one government. You don't have to like it. It doesn't even matter your feelings. But if you're a Biafran, it is your job to support your government. After you finish supporting your government and then you get your freedom, then you go and cry yourself to sleep. Biafrans, do the right thing. Save your generation. Save yourself. Adhajishike, thank you for giving me this so long time that I've been rambling. Yeah, our people make you talk like you don't want to talk, but they do things that make you talk.
Yes.
Yes. But we are going to be talking. Oh, it's recorded. You know why it's recorded? Tomorrow, you say, oh, if I had known, oh, nobody told me. This recording will be testimony against you.
Yes.
Yes. Do the right thing. They won.
Yeah, you will. Yes. Like many other days, I wouldn't want to be too long. Today is always good when I am here. Somebody else, like our sister Love, will come and talk to us. You see, I believe that the reason why God created many of us is that He wants us to make things easy for us. What you don't know, your other brother will know. Or what two of you, you and your brother don't know, another third brother or third sister will know. That's what I believe. I don't know if I am correct in thinking that way. And conversely, when you turn what I said into the other way around, when you have a president, you always have the vice. And from that hierarchy down to ministers, to governors, and their deputies. Why? Because you want everything to be smoothly evened out. We Biafrans, we want our nation. Yes. Yes. They are greeting you. Rosalind is cheering you with many heart, love, and love sign. And
hey, thank you so much, my sister.
Yes.
Yes. No more Biafra.
Yes. Yes. So we believe in this unity. We believe in many people being in existence and dealing with issues so that it will be easy. When Hitler was fighting the Europeans, Hitler doesn't want to kill them. He wants to keep them as one under him. But they said no, that they cannot be under him. And they started fighting. They even called America. America came and helped them. So many years ago, if you go to history, you will find all this. I did not buy it from the shop. I read it from somewhere. So go and research. Our people don't research. That's why some of us lack that understanding, even with their humongous degree and qualifications. You will still see them being the ones deceiving the people that are not as educated as they are. He wanted to keep them as one, but they refused. And when you search deeply, you will see that it is the same Europe that is coming to support Fulani to hold Nigeria as one, hold us in ransom, intimidate us, persecute us, lie against us, imprison us. So if you say that you want to fight for freedom, you will first of all try and go to Google. How do people fight for freedom? What are the requirements? What are the things we're supposed to put in place? And how do we do it? This is how, when, and you ask yourself, what do you intend to achieve? That's why we come here sometimes, to let the world know about us. So, Biafrans, if we want freedom from this persecution that is going on in Nigeria, how do we do it? Now they have jailed Wazirike, the man that started after Ojukwu. He came out, decided to be on his own. I don't want to go to details about what made him get there. Onyendu took over. They jailed Onyendu. Mazi Simon Ekpa took over. They jailed him. Do you people want us to fold our hands so that they will say that Onyendu and the Mazi Simon Ekpa, they are lying, that their people want to leave Nigeria? No, we have to continue to logically, legally, spiritually, and physically show the world that we actually want to live. Whether these two powerful men are there or not, we want to live. Now, this very picture here, look at it. It is from an American newspaper. This was 30th of May. They say that Tinubu seeks extradition of US-based Biafra agitation leader. And who is that? Mazi Ogenkere. This man is now putting himself on the line for us. You have to appreciate him. Forget about your sentimental attachment over nothing. Forget about building small moats into big mountains over nothing. Forget about your nature of hatred of your brother's well-being. Think about this. In that chapter, it says that when we get to homeland, the Breji will be dissolved. So why fight? Why behave like mental or people who have a color mentality that you can't think, you can't understand, you can't act? As our sister said here rightly, they burn your businesses, they demolish your houses, yet you are going to buy another land and start another building in their land. Go to Abia State today. What Governor is doing, I am happy about it, but it's not a fantastic thing. That is what people of Abia deserve. That is what every state deserves. That is why they are allocated the money. But he is the only one who is today doing things that our people never knew that existed. Because he's a God-fearing man. That is what we want. When we go home, we will sit together, enjoy We have our territorial boundaries protected and secured. And we will no longer be walking and looking on our shoulders. This is what we want. All this running from Sokoto to Finland, from Finland to Washington, D.C., it will all stop. So for some people who may not know that Nigeria now wants Mazio Genkere back, look at it, read it, and you will see. It said Tinubu seeks extradition of US-based Biafra agitation leader. So as I said earlier, one of our brothers that was speaking to me yesterday say, we are not happy that Onyendu is not around or Mazi Simon Ekpa, but Onyendu is there agitating for Biafra. And they will know Biafra from that part of the world. Then Simon is in Finland agitating for Biafra. They will know Biafra from that end of the world. And Mazio Gekere is in America. That Biafra has come. Oh. And when he said that, I thought of it. And that is a very good topic. And the reality. I'm not happy that they are in prison. But when you look at it, you will see that that is what is happening. Knocking each other's head will not get us Biafra. Fighting against one another will not get us Biafra. Look at your enemy. Look at your opponent. If you are in a boxing ring and you are fighting, and maybe the crowd are cheering you up, the moment you start looking back, your opponent will defeat you, no matter how strong you are, because you will lose composure. He will take advantage of your absent-mindedness. So this fight is not for us to do it sentimentally. I used to be that way. I will not deny. I don't like lying, especially when I'm talking to too many people. About 30 of us are listening online. And a lot of you are making comments at the comment section, which I regard as public opinion. Whatever you say there is your own opinion, which I have to consider in anything I'm going to say. So, my people, we the Biafrans, we have to ask ourselves, our enemies are fighting us. This is the strategy they use. They use division as a tool. They use open grazing, going to farms and destroy people's crops as a strategy. Economic jihad. What is your own strategy? What is our own strategy? We have a website which most people don't even visit. It's here. Look at it. When you go here, you will see this yellow icon here. It is written there, donate. You click on it. You will see BLT. You will see IOU loan. You will see monthly donation. You will see weekly donation. You will see 10 ejema. You will see 5 ejema. You see 20. You see 30. You will see 50. Click on the one you can afford. It is not a must. But ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na efifi okwudo nwata ọ bụla okenye. You have to use your tongue and count your teeth. Do I need to donate anything? What will I benefit in doing this? Your soldiers are to be maintained for our territorial boundaries. We are not doing anything illegal. Government in exile, because during that discussion yesterday, he also mentioned government in exile, that the people are saying, are you doing government in exile? Why not bring it home? Because they lack that knowledge. Government in exile is legally, nationally, and international. It is allowed. And you will search, has there been any other country before Breji that is in exile? Google will still answer you. There is nothing you ask Google that Google will not tell you. Everything is there. Just take a trip to Google. Make a search. So we are not doing anything illegal. Biafrans, why I come out here most of the time is not just to tell you what you will like so much or to give you news updates alone. Is to bring your mind together. Ọ bụrụ na ị na-eme ife ma uche gị adịrọ na ya, nwanne ime enwetakwa good result. You have to be focused. Your enemy is not relenting. So how is your own strategy about? How do you intend to achieve your own? As we talk, nobody will listen to them because it is one shoe fit all. Sokoto Caliphate. They are not allowed to talk. They will call it haram. And that is Sharia and Takia against the owners of the land. This is what would have happened to us if not for Onyendu, Mazi Simon, and Mazi Ogekere. These three powerful leaders that we have, that's why they are afraid of coming to our land. But they are there, nevertheless. So, my people, you are talking about freedom, freedom, freedom. How do you get it? Go to our website and donate. And for those of you from homeland, Chukwudi is telling me about network and things, how they are being disturbed from homeland. We appreciate all that. For those of you in homeland, if you don't know where to donate, because somebody asked me now, the person is still, let me see the person, they are there. He said that I will help them. Just call me on this number, +4477 06705575. Call me on it, and I will give you the number of the person that will help you in homeland to make your donation. We need it. My people, there are differences between like and love, want and need. You may want something that you already have, but that second one you want will be for as a spare. But if, for instance, you are sick, you need medication. You can buy Panadol and keep when you want it, but at that time you don't need it. But when you are really sick, you need medical attention. So right now, we need money. We need support financially. There is nothing like, do we need it? Do we want? We need it. Because your enemy is not giving up. He is not even ready to listen to anybody. Look at this amount of money that Dr. Ladi Thompson is talking about. Just look at it. Just listen to it.
American government made through Donald Trump. Let me tell you what the Nigerian response was. Nigeria flooded the United States of America with money. To do what? To deny that there was a Christian genocide. Nigeria, that will not take care of its citizens at home, officially, publicly released $10 million to a lobby firm, but from the charter in Washington, Nigeria's money in Washington that has been sent to neutralize what Trump has been doing is almost $150 million.
Nigeria flooded. That's the word Reverend Ladi Thompson used. He is a security consultant. He flooded. Tinubu flooded United States, Washington, D.C., government people with money. But you know what? Some said no. We will not take this bribe. We will not be doused with your ignorance or your corrupt money. We have to say the truth. Why am I saying this? We need money to counter these people. We need money. Do not ever think that your money is being used for anything else. As I said in one of my videos, our current PM, Oburu Onyago, Oli Julafo. Let me not go in details. But Oburu Onye na-asị nye m, onye na-enye mmadụ. Ọ bụ na unu lote onwe mgbe vam nọ na-akụ ego ọ na-enyi ọ na-analụ. Ọ bụ ife o ji wee bịa ịzọ Biafra bụ ka ọ na-enye unu. O nidiri ego unu. I can tell you that. Nwa oyi omegbu m. The man abụrụ onye agụ. Eji ego a eme ka Biafra bịa. This our sister here. Unu malụ ka o si atụ ego maka Biafra. That is onye ọbụla malụ that no one did it more serious to get this Biafra than the other. Yet Biafra does not belong to any one of them. It belongs to all of us. So we all should endeavor to chip in, no matter how little. Because when you want to buy something, maybe that thing is sold for $100 and you have $99. They can't give it to you until you complete it 100. So any amount on your bonaji, balulu, bring it and donate it. I have shown you people a lot. Look at this one. Nigeria continues to deny that there is no killing of Christians. They are fighting for Muslim ticket. Let us listen to this man and hear what he will say. Does this man live in Nigeria? The answer is no. How did he know? They have embassy in Nigeria that sees what happens, what goes on. Listen to him a little bit and you will understand what I am saying.
Speaker, I rise in strong support for my amendment to increase the withholding threshold for assistance to Nigeria from 50% to 100%, while keeping in place benchmarks that demand Nigeria take effective steps to address the violence and persecution that continue to devastate the country. Nigeria has faced a horrific wave of violence that its corrupt government has failed to address. For years, and especially in recent months, Christians and other religious minorities in Nigeria have been subjected to violence and terrorism at the hands of extremists operating with impunity. Christian women and girls continue to be abducted, assaulted, tortured, and killed. Their churches are burned, and entire communities are erased.
Now, this man is called Representative of Florida, Rep. W. Gregory Stube. That's his name. This guy does not live in Nigeria, but he knows about what he's talking about. So when we are here reiterating on this type of powerful comments, you think, oh, maybe she has come again today. This man does not live in Nigeria. How did he know that Christians are suffering in Nigeria? That Christians are being persecuted, being massacred? When they massacred us in 1926, they killed hundreds of our women that were protesting. Now, 1946 in Jos, 1950-something in Kano and Kaduna. Again, 1966 in North, again. They put their heads and their bodies down to the train and brought them down to the Igbo. They called it pogrom. Now, Ojukwu and the rest said no. Enough is enough. And this type of thing going on now, Zeke started it. Ojukwu told him, no, Oga, you can't do that. Amaro me for their in Obala. Onwere onye ga-ekwe ka nwanne ya gafetie. Obu ni fight ya ma okworo gi knock heads together. Because Progress, the analyst, the way she describes CRC, also that CRC made Ogekere, the APM, thinking that they will control him. But Ogekere proved stubborn and they started running away. So do you have to push your brother to the extent of being stubborn? For you to understand that your brother is going to do something to protect you, or that he has been doing something to protect you. I also heard Madam Onu, when she came back from USB charger to Breji, she said that when they used to make donations, that this man was donating. And they say, you are not even one of us. Why don't you come and join us? So they know that this man genuinely wants Biafra. If this is a government in homeland, he is more than qualified to be the president of Biafra, because he has worked in our finance, he has worked as an acting prime minister, and he has worked as the prime minister now, and is still working. So you cannot be waiting for other people to tell your story for you, or you will be running from prison to prison, Sokoto to Finland, to look for what to tell you. When our sister was speaking, she said to us that if you are in the school and your lecturer or your teacher set an exam for you, you will tell him, oh, let me go home and ask from my mom or my dad. How do you see yourself? What level of student will you classify yourself to be? Level 1 or level 2? Or a final year student? My people, onye ọbụla kụnye egwu onwe eziokwu. Okenye si na ya mara egwu onunu bụ onye alụmanị. Onye ọbụla. Okay, my brother said, Blessing said I should slowly call the number. Okay, the number is +44 77 06 70 5575. Let me see let me type it and probably leave it on the screen for you. So, Biafrans, we need to ask ourselves, where are our enemies? What are their strategies? Where are they? What are they doing? Where are we? What are we doing? Where are we supposed to be? Where do we want to go to? This is the question. Very pertinent question. Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question and answer it. What are my enemies doing? What am I doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? That is it. So, Blessing, Ede, let me see. Yeah, look at it. I have placed it on the studio. Watch and you will see the number. Copy it from there. Thank you so much. Biafrans, we cannot continue to pretend. For how long? And we cannot continue to fight this way. How many years more are we going to fight? Always bear something in mind, that this government in America right now, that we are going to, for support, for assistance, they have limited time. Ndị Igbo si na eme ngwa ngwa emeghala ọdachi. For how long is this man going to be in office? Unu mana ndị nke ọzọ a na-akpọ Democrat, ndị otu Obama, n'ọfa wetelu Buhari. Well, I don't want to delve into that. mana ọ bụ na onwe onye ị na-eme ife onye anwa na-enyelu gị aka lotekwa na data enyemaka amadi for the rest of your life. You have to really show seriousness and you have to really step up. We have to step up. Onye chezina na ndị be anyị si na mgbe na-emebi oge. I will. Procrastinating, delaying, waiting, wasting time. Onwero time bialo no ada gaga and oga you can never bring it back. This is our opportunity. Mazi Ogenkere, our prime minister, osiro ni ike agwugi. O unu nwa ka ọ na-eche. O unu nwa ka ọ na-enanya. And from our support, onye luo ya kọrọ nwanne. Spread the news. Spread the news. Spread this gospel of Biafra so that more Biafrans will be converted into this. Because they will always bring Obi. Obi is not serious. Obi is a millionaire in dollar and pounds. But he will always tell you that he doesn't go for politics with money. No. He is only there on contract by those supporting Nigeria so that he will hold our people. Obi is not a serious politician. He made a pledge, a vow to Ojukwu as an Afghan governor. He was an Afghan. He told Ojukwu that he will never leave Afghan. Where is he today? He is not serious. And he was cursed that since you left Afghan, you will never win any election. Ndeba you win no election. Even when he won it, it was taken away from him by Tinubu. So Biafrans, Obi is not there to win election. Yesterday, I showed you people the other day where an Arewa guy was saying that Obi will never rule them. That Obi did not consult them. Why? Because Obi is not serious in winning the election. He is only there to fulfill the promise he has made that he will hold Igbo extraction, the Biafrans, so that Tinubu will have his easy way. And Fulanis, I've shown you their picture. They are not giving up. So Biafrans, my people, we have to really step up our games. We have to step up. These people are not giving up. They are not. And we can never give up. No, my people. We can never give up. I'm telling you the truth. You will go and search. Carry out diagnosis. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Ogenkere, he needs our support. And we must support him. We must. Many people are talking. Listen to this girl. I have shown her video before. Let me repeat it.
You see that hatred you are feeling towards the Igbo tribe? It is strategically programmed. It is the result of decades of stereotyping, labeling, and propaganda designed by colonial masters because they know that if Nigeria will be free, if Nigeria will be liberated today, it will be spearheaded by an Igbo person. We were intentionally programmed by our colonial masters to hate these people. And if you want to be honest with yourselves, our reasons for hating this tribe is not valid. Because what we accuse them of doing we do worse. You see that hatred you are feeling towards the Igbo tribe? It is strategically programmed.
Yes, strategic programming of hatred on Ndi Igbo, because they know that the Igbos are the ones that will liberate Africa from that side. That's why they don't want us to be set free. But they are all realizing it. That is not hatred. It is Islamization agenda. They use politics and religion, two powerful things, two entities that does not see eye to eye, politics and religion. That's what they are using. And that's what this girl is saying. That is so strategic. It is written according to Showore and written down as a memo. Memo is something you will keep somewhere to always remind you. So you will be memorizing it, that this is what I want to do, or these are the ones I wouldn't do. Showore in his Sahara report reported that a memo is in Aso Rock, that an Igbo man should never be allowed to rule Nigeria. So this will tell you that Obi is a joker, a practical joker. He is not serious. Where will Obi start from? Giving you new Nigeria. Is it by telling the Sokoto Caliphate, the one that owns 24 oil wells in Biafra land, is it to tell him to drop that number of oil wells, or to tell him to come down from his position? Sokoto Caliphate is the one ruling the whole Nigeria. Where will Obi start? But what this girl meant is exactly what we are doing. We are going to set pace by leaving Nigeria. That is what Nigeria needs as a solution to their current predicament. So onye amaro yamal, onye was nalo onwe aghụghọ. Stop deceiving yourselves. We have to support our Prime Minister, Mazi Ogenkere. Yes, support him. No matter what you do, support him. For those of you who would claim, I don't know him, I haven't seen him, this is who is leading us right now. And my people, we must move on. We must move on with him. That we refuse to take orders from prison was introduced by our first Prime Minister. And my people, we are maintaining it with this current Prime Minister. We will not take instruction from prison. You know what? You don't know what they give these people when they are detained. You don't know whether that thing you want him to tell you, whether he is under pressure to say it. And that's why they took Onyendu all the way to Sokoto instead of putting him in a prison. According to the United Nations Charter, that when you are holding somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you detain him, maybe he's guilty of what you are alleging against him, you have to keep him in prison near his hometown, which should have been Umuahia or Enugu or Anambra prison. They took him all the way to Sokoto because they want to use him to cajole you. So such people, you don't take anything from them. You don't hate them. You don't, we are not denying relationship with him, but it is a strategy by your enemies to always keep going backward and forth while they are doing what they are doing. These are the reasons why we don't take instructions from the prison. And we have a charter. And that charter says, Section 2 of our charter, go there. And you will see what it says there. That after 3 months, of your leader being incommunicado. 3 months, you should elect a new leader. Ndeba Breji, we don't do things because ayaburo ndị ite. Ndị ite asị na afịa na-aga, ndị ite kunie, maka onye ite bulu ite itomo ino, oju everywhere. Order okurisia. Ndeba ayasi, o ndị ite bụ na afịa na-aga. Ayada aga maka na afịa na-aga. We always go down to the reality. We use laws, rules, and regulations because we are very compliant. We cannot be criticizing Nigeria for being non-compliant, and we will find ourselves at the center of non-compliance. No, my people. We are following our charter. And if you look here, you will see that this charter is everywhere. Look at it. Mr. Chris Smith has it. Do you think that they are not watching us? Or you think that they are not watching us? Of course they are watching us. This is Chris Smith with this charter. Our rule of law. This is Rep. John James, the Michigan to be governor, because they have just nominated him to run for the race of governor of Michigan, I think. I hope I'm correct. And this is...
yes, you are correct.
Okay. Okay. This is the Chris Smith. So, my people, we cannot be walking like Nigeria that we are rejected. Onye bezinakwa, oh, our prime minister, this, Mazi Samone. Thank God he's not dead. You people will be disappointed when these men will come out. They will be holding their tongue with their teeth. Is this how these people are? They come and lie to me. They come and deceive me. That time is coming. God will just be kind and let the two of them be released. We love them. We cherish them. But that satisfaction that the Nigeria government is waiting to get from us, product of division, they will not see it. You can never come to Breji and see any one of us fighting each other, no. Otherwise, Progress, the analyst, you know she's a gossip column. She would have carried it. It is only these breakaways that she carries all the time. Ngozi's people or Ima's people. Currently, they have divided up to 3 different factions. We don't do that in Breji. We love ourselves. Like I told you, my father had 13 of us from his 2 wives. He taught us to be one. But that does not mean that we don't fight. But after fighting, we will come together and show a united front. And that is what Biafra is known for. When they got themselves drowned in Georgia, 1803 or 1804, they held their hands like this and drowned together. These are our grandfathers, our grandmothers that were taken to be slaves. They refused. My people, that's why I isi agụ. Agụ bi n'ime ọfịa mana ọ da-ata afịfịa. Unu ekwekwana ka ndị Fulani push unu. Ka unu bụrụ agụ bi n'ime ọfịa na-ata afịfịa. Agụ na-eri ife gbara agba. And oge agụ na-eti mkpu n'ime ọfịa, ụmụ anụ niile na-ezo. If unu any animal ji ije wee na-agafe n'iru agụ, ọsọ kafa ji agafe. Don't bring yourself down to their level, because this is what Nigeria Fulanis have been looking for. There is nothing like Nigeria if not Fulani. And they are only but 12 or 13 million in the whole region. They are visitors. They are neither Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba. They came and they want to intimidate you people, and you are falling for it. Ndewo Onyinyechi Kekime. Thank you for joining us. So, Biafrans, do not waver. Do not become despair or despondent. Not at all. Anyị bụ ụmụagụ. Anyị ada afịfịa. Even when we live in the bush. O anyị nwa bụ ndị a na-atụ egwu. O nwere anụ ji ọkpa agafe agụ n'iru. Also kafa ji aga. So now coming to show them the weak side of us. Oh, Melikob. And we cannot accept defeat. We must get Biafra. Onye na-agwa gị, oge kere this, oge kere that, is purely working for the Fulanis. Or Gumi, Kamazi oge kere the intelligent. Ko Shetima, Kamazi oge, but they are ruling over the houses, ruling over the whole Nigeria, ruling over their Fulani people. Ndị ba onye ọbụla nwete sense. If ị na-azụ abụrụ oge nkere, if ị na-azụ bụ Biafra. Unu ga na-ajụ onwe unu, this young man, o nwekwa family, o nwekwa ife ọzọ na-alụ. We have to be appreciative. If I be ife m ga-eme my key point, anytime Biafra bịa, Chukwu rapụ m ndụ, aga m enwe studio, ebe a ga-anọ na-akụzili unu how to be appreciative. Maka no ito onye abacha na nke ọgwọrọ ọgwọtalụ gị ọzọ. Onye na-emelu gị ifeọma, he left his family, left his life. Na-ebizi ndụ a freedom fighter. Yet unu adịrọ satisfied. Unu adịrọ satisfied. Okay, assuming no bụrụ ya nwa. Assuming no bụrụ ya nwa nọ de. Onye nwa ga-akwụsị ife na-eme na Nigeria ghara ime. Nigeria will always show you na ya bụ nwaanyị mụrụ nwa n'afịa, ọ dị ezozi ọtọfe ezo. Everything na-eme na Nigeria is open. Now, ndị na-ekpe our first prime minister ikpe na Finland. Imanu na ike agwụgofa because of what is going on in Nigeria. Did it stop after they detained Onyendu and Mazi Simon Ekpa? It is even getting worse. And that will show them that Nifefa Jijide, these two people, Bukafa will carry on. Nigeria and the atrocity, their massacre, their killing of Christians is on daily basis. This trending video now came up yesterday. This governor that said that, that the governor that said that Christians are infidels. Onye ọbụla na-etikpọ. That is not going to solve the problem. The only problem, the only solution to all the problems we have in that region is division. Let everybody go back to what they used to be. Look at it. Mothers crying every day. Look at it. Have you seen it? Every day, mothers will be crying. When will this stop? Or you think that the Fulanis care? They don't care. They don't know what is called human right. So for you that knows what is called human right, and to implement it, you have to come together. You have to work together. We have to be united. Forget about whose name is your current prime minister. I thank God. Simon is a lawyer. Simon is a grown man. Simon is educated. Forget about anything behind the back of your mind. When he comes out, he will be doing this thumb up. Everything they are doing there, think about their mental health. Stop pressurizing them. Stop going there and pushing them. Because initially, he was telling Miriam to come and tell you, Ngozi, go back to Breji. He was telling Imam Adabu and Azu, go and put back the payment link. So when he come out, he will see all the damages. Unubu nwa mgbama. Mgbama ukpo. Unu ma ife mgbama bụ. Ndị na-eko azụ. Itinye na hook, itinye n'ime mmiri. Then ọ na-agbalụ onye na-eko azụ, na-agbalị ya ama na hook ekotego anụ. Ọ ifefa na-eje alụ na Finland na Sokoto. We don't need that. Because Kashim, Shettima, and Gumi, they are free in Nigeria, working. They are the ones rearing these terrorist groups, making sure that they are paid millions. Kafa wene go more arms. We don't do kidnapping. They do kidnapping. They raise funds through kidnapping. So, Biafrans, we need ourselves. We need ourselves. All of you will recall very well that when we came back from Finland, Ngozi was not a media person. How did she get all that people that was donating for her? Adan Diocho. Because Adan Diocho works for Haneze. And Haneze are the people who instructs her what to do. And Ohaneze, Fabondi People's Club. Add all these things together and you will know what I'm saying. That's how it works. Whenever you are working against your brother, you are working for in favor of your enemy. Yes, that was what happened. That was exactly what happened. Adan Diocho gave Ngozi all those people because Ngozi was not in the media. And after she completed the People's Club, Nandi Ohaneze, Siangwa, go back to Breji. Obata. Obiakwa display, Messi and Gomel. Opukwa. Look at it. Everywhere it's all written. You will see this. Insecurity aimed at Islamizing Nigeria. Ex-Abu Vice Chancellor, Professor Saro, says, you see it on a news dailies in Nigeria. Islamization, that is the key. That is the name of the game. Oh, my brother is here to talk to Biafrans. Let me bring you in. Thank you so much. Go ahead and talk to Biafrans. Ndị be anyị need ka a na-agwafe okwu every day like children. Ndewo.
How are you today?
We thank God. I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, I thought somebody else was here.
Sister Love, on the internet on our cheeky out.
Okay. Greetings and one other love. This is Biafrans.
Powerful Olopa.
Yeah. Greetings, the good people of Biafra that are killed in today. Greetings, the enemies of Biafra. Greetings, the friends and well-wishers of Biafra. Greet our leaders. What are they? The fire on the mountain. I had to clock out of the YouTube because I had to go back to work. I'm still at work right now, but I'm able to talk for a few. That's why I came back. So I didn't really know much of the things that was going on in your program. But at the end of the day, if you look at it, it still boils down to the same issue.
Yes.
the Islamization and the conquering of our land by this parasite from the Sahel that our
Yes.
people are dining with.
Yes.
I want our people to understand something. Listen, I'm not here to insult anybody or anything, but I'm going to say things for the way they are. This madness of our people has to come to, it has to stop. We have, we have, we have nurtured this stupidity for a very long time. It has to stop. We are losing our land. We are losing our humanity. We are losing what makes us a being. Our value has been reduced to nothing. And yet, some of our people can't see the urgency. They don't see the reason why they need to stand up and reclaim our life, take our life back. How can you allow Fulani, the lowest of the low? We know those who are using them, but why do we have to allow them to use us? One other basis, that's the question.
Yes.
Why do we have to allow Britain and their cousins to use Fulani to hold us down for all this while? Fulani can never succeed without the support of Biafrans that
Yes.
they are using.
Yes.
There is no goddamn way on this planet Earth that Fulani will succeed in our land with what they are doing without the help of Biafrans, all because of money, power, and fame. You see, I saw a video that was being circulating about this man that was saying something about what they're supposed to, what their religion, their Islam told them to do to infidels.
Yes.
And people are sharing it and all that. I'm like, okay, for instance, I'm talking about this Buba. I'm talking about these people from the north, the so-called Middle Belt. Are they just waking up now? They've been losing the life of their people day in, day out. Their land is being ravaged day in, day out. And now they're just now speaking, talking about, the insecurity is Islamization of Nigeria. Like they just wake up. They just wake up from sleep. The stupidity of Africans, black-haired people, our stupidity makes me sick. How many years now this thing has been going on? All this is time to stop talking. That is why I said that this is like what they call karma. It's meant to happen. Because what they did to us, it was unimaginable. So what they are going through, it doesn't matter how much we try to help them or speak for them. They're going to go through this process because they did something very wrong. They slaughtered millions. And that is why they have to go through this. But no matter how much you sympathize with them, it will not change anything. They have to go through it. And they, like I always say, the Yoruba, their own is coming, which is going to be worse.
Yes.
It's going to be worse. So they're going through this process. But the Biafrans who are helping Fulani to conquer our land, they conquer the Middle Belt, they conquer Hausa. It's only Biafra that is holding them back. And you see Biafra who are actively making sure that Fulani conquer our land. By their action, by attacking the one government that Fulani PMOs, one government that gives Fulani nightmares, they have made themselves willing tools. I hear you talking about all these inconsequential people, mentioning their names. They go to Finland, they go there, take pictures, video, they sing and do this and that. They think that that is going to save them. They think that that is what is going to redeem them for all they have done to this movement. Okay, they think that, oh my goodness, what a bit, like you said, next Simon come out. I am so much praying for him to come out. Because something is fundamentally wrong somewhere. Yes. And we are going to get to the bottom of it. And people are going to pay for it. Because I know that the message that was coming, we knew what this woman was in Georgia. We knew what was going on. He advised us to make sure that we don't allow this woman to destroy this. He told these people to go back to the government. And then after a while, the whole thing changed.
The lies continued.
So we are going to find out. And now some of the lies are coming open.
Yeah.
They are asking for 140,000 euros. Whereas, okay,
140. We are
that's what I'm saying.
30,000.
Only 30,000 euros. And here and they talk about Biafra. These people are talking and milking Biafra from every corner. But another thing I was looking at, another basic.
Yes.
I don't know those who are championing this, but we have to be very careful. No matter what's going on, Simon is our brother. He has, he has made an impact in this project.
Yes.
Even though with all this confusion that is coming, because he's inside there. And the things we are hearing that he's saying, which we don't know how, what is wrong, what is going on with in his mind, whether he's being manipulated, whatever game is going on. Because we are talking about this, I was just looking at this court. I'm saying this because of this appeal that is going on. This appeal, all is going on, whatever that is going on there, it has to still do with Biafra, like the insecurity, the terrorism charges they place on him. I'm not hearing anything about tax in that courtroom. I know that the tax is what they use as a cover to hold him down, because they got to find something to place on him to legitimize their evil, or their corruption. Yeah, but everything going on in this appeal is not about tax. So this is a little bit confusing. We need to get things straight. He's not there because of just the tax. We know that. That is because with this appeal going on now, they are talking about the things, the killing in Southeast, their accusation, the fake video that people make to accuse him that is the one. So it still has boiled down to our freedom.
Yes.
So please, we should be careful not to join those who are trying to destroy us from every angle. No matter the confusion going on with Simon Ekpa right now, we cannot just reduce this situation and make it seem as if he's there because of tax. That's not it. And we all know that. And we should not follow to run with that thing. Because we'll be causing more problem, more harm to ourselves. We are here talking about how we are, how we need to build ourselves together. The unity is the only thing that can drive us forward. But if we do not sit down and analyze things and assess things for what they are, like I said, if Simon comes out and he still stands on his word, if he comes out and still stand that he don't care about this freedom, or he care about Tungozi or whatever, then I'll have something to say to him. So, with that being said,
yes,
we are going to make sure that we liberate our land. It doesn't matter what they do. Britain, I heard that the Britain is trying to be.
We are not hearing you again.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
They say that Britain is trying to build they're proposing to build a military base with Nigeria because of our deal with America for military base. So they are trying to do their own counter this thing. What is Britain coming to build a military base in Nigeria for? They are the one that have been controlling Nigeria for years.
Oh.
And now they want to come and build military base. What for? Is it now that they saw that there is insecurity in Nigeria? They are doing all this because they think they can stop Biafra. Let them come. Their blood will soak in our land. We are going to use our Baraha to appease the death of our people. The evil that they've done in our land. This nonsense has to stop. So any Biafra that is there allowing yourself to be a willing tool against your people, you are going to pay when the time comes.
Yes. Yeah, you are off and on.
Yeah. They're going to pay when the time comes. All those people who allow themselves to be used to destroy these projects, you will pay. That's all I have for you. But as for us, we'll continue to march forward. If you wish to fight for your freedom, you come in, join, and free yourself. But we are not begging anybody anymore. We are moving forward. Whether you join or you don't join, Biafra will be restored. Thank you, Mwada Betty. Let me get back to work, but I'm still here.
Yes. Yes, we are going to call it a day. We have been here for the past 3 hours now. And you know, when the whole thing gets prolonged, people in homeland always say that they don't have enough data to listen to it. We always minimize the time so that they will have enough and sufficient data to watch and listen to what we are telling them. Obi is not for you people. Obi is there to deceive and keep you quiet. You will see that Tinubu will come back and Obi will not do anything. Obi is working with a full animal. How can Obi stop what is going on? So ndị nọ n'ụlọ na-egenu ntị na-egenu ntị ọfụma ọfụma. Peter Obi abịarọkwa for interest unu. Ọ kpagokwa ego, o nwere ego n'offshore. Over 15 million US dollars. Ọ ga-ericha nwe before ọnwụọ. So, unu echezina Peter Obi no ọ na-akụnala unu bandị azụ. Bịanụ join ya Biafra government in exile. Biafra government in exile dị legal. Maka onye mụ na ya kwuru okwu yesterday na-asị na fa na-ajụ kedu nke bụ government in exile. Government in exile bụ maka na ndị Fulani na-egbu mmadụ. So, a very genuine government. France nwere ya during the time of Charles de Gaulle. Eritrea, fan no government in exile. Ndị Ethiopia during their own time in the 40s and 50s, fan on this country, Ebembi. So government in exile, the Lego, it is allowed.
Mwada Betty. Oh, I'm here on your government in exile. I don't know who that is, but whoever is asking you that, that person is good to be classified as an lawyer. Because wherever that person is, that country, they fought. If that person is in Europe, many European countries, they have to fight to secure their independence.
Yes.
Is that? Huh? Okay. Yeah, so they have to fight to secure their freedom.
Yes.
And the person is there asking you about what is it called? What is government in exile?
My brother, let's just assume na father or anything. Ama mi fe na eme ndị bayi.
Nwada, we are in the...
Ndị nọ na Lagos. Ndị bayi nọ na Lagos so ka I wee mazie ndị nke bi n'ime village.
Okay, onye anọ na Lagos, so as you know, they say, okay, Lagos so, is it not a few hours away? I mean, to our place.
And Lagos bụ city, o tosili ịma ife ụfọdụ. Mana ọ na pretend na farmero.
These are the same people who are going their business okay in Lagos.
Exactly. Ndị ba ya ọkụ na-agba ụlọ fa mana fa na-achụ oke. They don't even care. Fa care. Ọ ya ka o ji adị mma okwu ụfọdụ mgbele asụsụ be anyị na-agwa ndị be anyị okwu. Maka na nkịtị ndị be anyị gbalụ na afiamarụ. Fa niile nwere ego, fa na-eme business, na-eje China, na-ebu container na millions. And the fa na-eje with naira, fa na-eje in dollars. So fa bịa donate ego for us to get our nation. Anyị dredge our own ocean na Akwa Ibom and Abia State. Anyị enwelu our own. Ndị be anyị aghọtara na ship a na-ebutelu ife na Lagos na-agafe Biafra land. Wee bịa turn ọ bịazie Lagos.
Hey, did you tell them they should take outside first? Yeah, but they
Try,
I told you guys to tell them to start on the outside so that I can finish my job. Now I have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was like, because since I'm already running this thing.
Try and mute your Ifena.
Yeah, I'm trying to put this people myself on the board today. Yeah.
So, Biafrans, if I never bosso onyaga na nwanne, that is it. Onye ọbụla mụrụ anya ka azụ nọ na mmiri. Fulani will never stop. No matter what it is, do not think no will any country, America or Russia, ga kwụsị Fulani. No. The only thing they can do is to help us or support us. Man, Obo and Fulani, they are growing wings every day on daily basis. That is why this very man, Jiwebia kwuo nonsense okwu yesterday or day before yesterday, and is trending. Kana kpokwa anyinwa infidels, showing that they are not ready to give up. They are not. Unu lokwa na echikita asi ewo na fa kwusigo, they can never stop because they have an agenda. They have an agenda to carry out. And though ibusisi ayi niile bụ that agenda, anya bụ osisi, anya ga-akwụ like this, kafa wee bịa na-egbu anyị. And the answer is no. We cannot. And how do we do it? Coming together, donate to support your government. Stop all your backbiting and bickering. That will not help anything. It will not achieve anything for us. No matter how you see it, no matter what Obi promise you, Obi can never save any situation in Nigeria. Rather, it will become worse. Because ndikwe ndiekwe ojuleju na Nigeria. Ojuleju na Nigeria. The trending video now have said it all, that they can never give up on Muslim. Then you will tell me what you are waiting for. So, Biafrans, onye ọbụla jisie ike bata n'ife anyị na-eme. Come and donate. Support your government. Support Biafra. Oburokwe chikita. The few people now work for Biafra to come. This is it now. Come and do that your one day now. Donate and support what we are doing. Come and support what we are doing. Now is the time. Obure chikite bia igwa anyị na ibu onye Igbo. Abụkwa m onye Biafra. Come now and show it. Come and support. Come and support. If you listen to Tinubu's voice here, you will remind yourself. Listen to it.
But it's not possible. And mind you, I'm winning this election. I don't care whatever is happening. Nigeria deserves it. Because when I was...
He does not care what is happening. Nigeria deserves it.
Running as a president, they didn't wanted me.
They didn't wanted him.
They want me to rescue them from insecurity. As of last week, I called Peter Obi to step.
He called Peter Obi to step down.
I will be whatsoever in my mind, and I will make sure the insecurity affects people in Southeast more. Listen, I am going to borrow more and more and more money.
That he will make sure that insecurity affects people from Southeast more. That is Tinubu there talking. So Kunu Wemalo, the insecurity is not coming to an end. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. Look at it. The trending video.
The Nigeria, some of this is the way you think. People that are brainless. Somebody is standing there in your meeting shouting Muslim, calling Christians infidels. And I'm going to go take this. If Christians should do this, who is going to have a country? Northern Nigeria, Muslims with the highest, you talk about the highest capital poverty of the world. Are you not ashamed? Are you not ashamed that banditry is here in the north? Criminality is here in the north.
He is not ashamed. That's his ultimate desire. Ndị be anyị ọkụnụ wee malụ, Fulani, they are not giving up. And we can't give up. So, my brother, if you are still around, summarize your advice to Biafrans and let us call it a day from here. Ndewo.
Yeah, in conclusion, what a basic, I don't know what else or how else we're going to say people to actually understand the predicament that we are in. That those who did what they did to us, they never stopped. These people destroyed us. Empire. Who do you think that destroyed the kingdom of Biafra? No. Biafra, ask yourself a question. Because a lot of our people are suffering from illiteracy and stupidity. The Nigerian factor has destroyed us to the point that is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was standing the way he sounded. Because he saw the dilapidated mindset of our people. Our people's brain has been damaged so bad. The other day I was just trying to find out what is going on with this Mazi Simon Ekpa, because I didn't see any with his case. I didn't see anything any other place. So I just skewed into this faceless idiot they call Biafra Unite. And one Biafran woman, I don't know where she lives. She was singing. Biafra Unite. I was just there, like, even I didn't know that. I said, what is exactly wrong with our people? So you don't even know if this Biafra Unite, whether it could be a woman, it could be a ghost, it could be anything, it could be one. It could even be Fulani. It could be anything. You don't even know what it looks like. You don't know his name. You just answer the Igbo name. Had this bold voice. And people, every day, people put their, have this belief and this legitimacy in this guy. A woman, a mother, was busy singing and praising this idiot. For what, please? For what exactly? For what exactly? That is the problem we are solving. This is the problem we are dealing with. Rather basic. Our people's brain has been messed up so bad. And the kind of orientation that will deliver our people, rather basic, is going to be a miracle. Because even the ones here in America, in Europe, if they are sensible people that actually reason, that their brain is intact. Rather basic. We will have over 1 million Biafrans supporting this project right now, backing this government in Israel. So it's all across board. This mental dilapidation is all across board. Both the ones in abroad, both the ones in homeland. It is worrisome, rather basic. We should be worried about this. I'm telling you. We should be really, really worried about this. So that's why I don't have any regard for anybody with all these big name degrees. Because our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, that they've been insulting, they've been looking down on, has achieved results that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could not achieve. While he was here, Mazi Samuel couldn't even achieve. He has done it. And this is some person that is being insulted and looked down on by this high class or high level or high degree so-called Biafrans. We have to come out of this foolishness, out of this stupidity. It's getting too old. We are losing our land. We don't want to wake up. Everything that has been happening in our front, in our face. Yet some people pretend as if they are immune to it, that they don't even care. I don't have any regard for anybody, whether you are Igbo, whether you're whatever, as long as you're not supporting Biafra. I don't have any respect for you. I don't have any regard for you. Because anybody that sees that he cannot fight for the freedom of his people, one other basis, even these people that refuse to sponsor fight for their freedom, if they don't want freedom, at least let them do something philanthropic by fighting for the freedom of their people. If they feel that them and their family don't need freedom, let them at least fight for others, other Biafrans. It's not a bad thing for you to fight, support the freedom of your people so that your people will be free. So that since you're already free, you don't need freedom. That's what we're asking of you. But they refuse, they don't want us to do anything. So when Biafra comes tomorrow, you see these people, they'll crawl into Biafra to come and enjoy. But they didn't want freedom. The way Nigeria is today, none of them wants to come back and live there. Some of them, they will come back and spend 1 week or 2 weeks. They will flex their muscle, show off and go back. They don't stay. They are not living there because they know what is going on. But when Biafra comes now, all of them will come back home to come and live and enjoy in Biafra.
Yes.
The same freedom that they never wanted. The same freedom that now they cannot go home and live back and live in Biafra land now. They will not. Some of them will go and they will go with security. They will spend 1 week, 2 weeks, and they run back to America or Europe or wherever they come from. But when Biafra is restored now, all of them will start packing their load and their families coming back.
Yes.
And then you ask them, what are you going home for? Going home, we are free now. We have a nation. A nation, is it the one that you fought for?
Trust
What are they saying? These people, I'm telling you. These people, for them allowing us to suffer, to go through what we are going through, to fight for freedom. Something beautiful, something every consensus human being, something every good mindset, every reasonable human being, every human being with common sense supposed to queue in and fight for. So, the conclusion is that our people have lost common sense. Common sense, they have lost it. That is why they are not fighting for their freedom. That is why they are willing to join the enemy to destroy their own freedom. Because they don't understand. If you see, everybody is waking up. Do you know that these people are planning to take over America?
Of course.
They are planning to take over America. Now we have New York and this primary, this midterm election that is coming in November. They are queuing up. They are trying to use the Democratic Party to influence and take over America. That is what is happening right now. They are contesting election everywhere. The same thing that is happening in UK, in the United Kingdom. They are doing it here right now. But these people are going to hit brick wall. America is not a place that you're going to come and try that your Islamic thing. That's your jihad. Instead of America to fall, instead of this country, the United States, to fall into the hands of jihad, what about they will be wiped out of this country overnight? This is not doing anything.
I know.
So Biafra, this is a global issue. And Biafra, we are the ones getting hit hard by this. In Africa, in West Africa, they need Biafra so that they can use Biafra as their launch pad. Yes. So if you are there sitting there, every world, every place, Europe, America, everywhere, they are experiencing this thing, this movement of jihad. It's a global issue. Now, if you, as a country, as a people, if you allow them to conquer you, that is your problem.
Yes.
We can never allow them to conquer us. And because we are doing everything possible, we are suffering ourselves, putting ourselves in a very difficult situation to make sure that our land is safe, to make sure that Fulani never take over, jihad, Islam never take over our land. And then with you suffer and suffer and suffer and secure this land, protect this land from jihad. You that don't care about this land, what makes you think that you're qualified to live in this land? Okay, you said it's this one.
No, I said that one, and we stopped it. I told him, correct.
Mute to go do it.
Yeah, so the thing there is that if you think that this freedom does not concern you, and we get this freedom, then you don't deserve to live in Biafra. That is why sometimes we're saying nobody is more Biafra than this. No, that's not the fact. We are not going to be the ones that will suffer and get freedom for you, and you come and enjoy. You better be ready to fight. Since you have refused to fight for your freedom, we are going to make sure that you don't enjoy this freedom. That's it. There's no two ways about it. Time has gone for other people to suffer and other people come and enjoy. That is a Nigerian factor, Nigerian mentality. In Biafra, when Biafra is restored, you work, you eat. If you want to live, there's going to be plenty of job for you to do. We're not going to have lazy people sitting around looking for handouts.
No.
You're not going to run a society that will be taken advantage by people, lazy people. Biafrans are not known to be lazy. So it surprises me, this level of selfishness. We have always practiced the culture of Onyaila and 1 year. We have always practiced a culture that's so admired by other race. But all of a sudden, Biafra, this decay that is going on, this greediness, this evil that have infiltrated our land, that our people don't even respect the sanctity of blood anymore. We are going to get rid of this evil, this parasite, with the restoration of Biafra. So one other basis, let me allow you to go and rest. You have tried today. But if you are there listening, you are in America, unless you plan on being in this country for the rest of your life, you plan on living in Europe, in UK for the rest of your life. But as for Biafra, Biafra is coming. And if you want to live in Biafra and have equal rights, equal citizenship, equal rights, this is the time for you to support your freedom. If you do not support your freedom, you are not going to get that equal right. I can assure you that. Thank you, my people. Thank you, Mother Betty.
Hello. That's why we are talking about keeping people's receipt. You must show your contribution, evidence. We are not Nigeria. You must join what we are doing. Now, Biafrans, if you look on the screen, you will see that Breji, as we are scattered all over the world, those in Italia, Lizen, they are inviting us on the 16th, which is this coming Sunday, to join their town hall meeting, whereby they invite and entertain the Prime Minister of Biafra, Mazio Genkere, and his cabinet ministers. The time is Biafra time, 7 p.m., Sunday, 16th of August, 2025. Come one, come all. Do not be left out. As my brother Mighty Dot is talking, time is coming when your receipts will be very important, because your receipt will speak for you. Thank you, my people. We will call it a day from here. We have tried so much. Everybody has heard what our brother said, heard what I said, what Sister Love said, and what so many of you are writing at the comment section, which to me is a public opinion. All these comments, I look at it as public opinion. One of our brothers, Ikukuchuku, said that Minister Love wisdom in this Biafra struggle is too much, and that God will continue to bless and guide and protect and preserve her. So, Biafrans, onye ọbụla, onye ọkụ na-agba ụnụ ya adachi oke, onye alarụkwa n'ụla, Onye larola, okelie ifye. Like my brother said, we are losing things if we do not rise up. This is the time. All hail Biafra, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Join us always whenever we come here and share the message, and always come to our town hall meetings. Italian Biafrans in Italy, Liaison office, they have their town hall meeting. Look at the flyer here. The flyer is here. Don't miss out. Come and donate and keep your receipt, because time is coming when your receipt will speak for you. Bye from now. I love you all, and I say may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to bless us all. Ndewo.